Welcome to week 5 tutorial. This session we will examine what the term unemployment means, how the government measures unemployment, what are the problems arises in interpreting the unemployment data, and what are the costs associated of being unemployed. Australian Bureau of Statistics every month conducts a survey on 0.5% of Australian households called the Labour Force Survey. Based on the survey, the ABS places each adult, that is 15 years and older, in one of the three categories. Employed. Anybody who is 15 years and older and has spent at least 1 hour of the previous week working at a paid job. Unemployed are anybody who is 15 years and older who has been actively looking for work or is temporarily laid off or is waiting to start a new job. And the last category that is not in labor force is a person who fits neither of the first two categories, such as full-time student, homemakers, young mothers, or retirees. Once the ABS has placed all the adults of the survey in a category, it calculates various statistics to summarize the health of the labor market. The first calculation is called the labor force, which is the sum total of workers including both the employed as well as the unemployed. The second measurement is called unemployment rate. It is the percentage of labor force that are unemployed. And the third computation is called labor force participation rate. It is the rate which measures the percentage of total adult population that is in the labor force, or the fraction of the Australian population who have chosen to participate in the labor market. The measurement of unemployment rate is a good measure but not a perfect measure. It has got some criticisms, which we can classify under two broad categories. First, overstating the issue. Under this, some people falsely report or wrongly report that they have been searching or actively looking for work in the last 4 weeks, but in fact they have not done so. The sole reason for falsely reporting is to get unemployment benefit. The second reason is of underground economy. Many people who are illegally engaged in some illegal activity declare themselves as unemployed to avoid paying taxes. The second category we can categorize as understating the issue of unemployment. The first one is a discouraged worker, a person who is available for work but is not actively looking for a job. They have lost hope in the labor market. The next reason can be underemployed. Many people who are employed as a part-time worker and are willing to work for long hours are treated as employed and are not treated as underemployed. There are three types of unemployment. Frictional unemployment is a short-term unemployment that arises from the process of matching workers with jobs. One type of frictional unemployment is seasonal unemployment, which refers to unemployment due to factors such as weather, variation in tourism, and other calendar-related events. Structural unemployment arises from a persistent mismatch between the job skills or attributes of workers and the requirements of jobs. Cyclical unemployment is caused by a business cycle or recession. The natural rate of unemployment is the normal rate of unemployment, consisting of structural unemployment and frictional unemployment. The natural rate of unemployment is also called the full employment rate of unemployment. Government policies can reduce the level of frictional and structural unemployment by aiding the search for jobs and retraining of workers. Some government policies, however, can add to the level of frictional and structural unemployment, such as unemployment benefits can raise the unemployment rate by extending the time that unemployed workers search for jobs. The second reason may be when wages are above the market wage level, such as minimum wage, union, and efficiency wage. In the labor market, when the wage which balances supply and demand is WE. At this equilibrium wage, the quantity of labor supplied and the quantity of labor demanded both equal LE. In contrast, if the wage is forced to remain above the equilibrium level because of a minimum wage law or union's demand or efficiency wage, then the quantity of labor supplied rises to LS and the quantity of labor demanded falls to LD. This results in excess supply of labor, which represents unemployment rate. Let's discuss Period 1, Section A, Tutorial Question Solutions. Each month, the ABS conducts the labor force survey to collect data needed to calculate the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate equals the percentage of the labor force that is unemployed. The three conditions required to be counted as unemployed are the person first did not work in the previous week, second was available for work, and thirdly actively looking for work at some point of time during the previous 4 weeks. The official measure overstates the degree of unemployment because reason 1, some people claim to be actively looking for work but are not because they are embarrassed or think they will not remain eligible for government payments to be unemployed. Second reason, some people have jobs in the underground economy, although they claim to be unemployed. The ABS measure of understating the true degree of unemployment. Reason 1. It does not count discouraged workers as unemployed because they have stopped looking for a job. Second reason, it counts involuntary part-time workers as employed even though these workers would prefer to work more hours. The natural rate of unemployment is the normal rate of unemployment consisting of frictional unemployment plus structural unemployment. The natural rate of unemployment is considered the full employment rate of unemployment. The three main types of unemployment are frictional unemployment, which is a short-term unemployment that arises from the process of matching workers with jobs. Structural unemployment is unemployment that arises from a persistent mismatch between the skills and attributes of workers and the requirements of jobs. Cyclical unemployment is unemployment caused by a business cycle, contraction, or recession. Minimum wages are an example, like price floor, where price is set above market equilibrium. We would expect supply would exceed demand and there would be a greater unemployment. Trade unions would be expected to raise the wages of their members above the market equilibrium and raise employer costs, increasing unemployment. According to efficiency wage theory, workers are more productive and profitable when employers pay them higher wages above the market wage. Because wages are raised above the market rate, there would be increased unemployment. The length of time workers are eligible to receive unemployment benefits payment doubles. This is likely to increase the unemployment rate. Lengthening the time for workers eligible to receive unemployment benefit payments lowers the opportunity cost of job search. The minimum wage is abolished. This is likely to reduce the unemployment rate. Abolishing the minimum wage lowers the wage from above the market wage for some workers. Most workers join trade unions. This is likely to increase the unemployment rate. An increase in union membership pushes more wages above the market wage. Lastly, more companies make information on job openings easily available on internet job sites. This is likely to reduce the unemployment rate, making information on job openings more available to reduce the search time involved in frictional unemployment.